interrupt our regularly scheduled PR geogramming to bring a less than urgent update.
Aaron.
Cthulhu, coach of Koodles, is embroiled in controversy following accusations and trade sanctions laid out by League Commissioner Big November. Jack Mernon has tried to use this opportunity to shoehorn his way into a position of further power, which has prompted protests and requests for an inquiry from the coaching community. These calls seem to fall on deaf ears. Is the league more corrupt than we thought? More importantly, Sean had a question, but it turns out there was a very simple answer. So we're going to get on with it and return to tonight's show.
We are back! We're so back in action!
It's good to be back. The first game of the year is a time to ease into the rhythm of a busy season, get a feel for your team and who they are. Don't feel bad about mistakes. That's how we grow. The ladder isn't set in stone yet. Things have been quiet on the trade front. Maybe it's time to reach out to your colleagues and try to reach an agreement all parties can benefit from. When the league stagnates, we all suffer. A radical trade could be your ticket to victory. Yes, the trash pile is appealing, and spectators at a distance would swear the pile itself is alive. There are that many scoundrels digging in there. It's the trash pile for a reason, and one should aspire to a higher standard of player. If you want a fancy buy-in league with real fines and fun trips and cakes baked by your rivals, perhaps you should put the first foot forward and make a deal in good faith. Be the change you want to see in the world. Change is inevitable with time, and so as the sand slips through the hourglass, round 2 looms. What do we have to look forward to? If you're talking about the AFL, it seems like very little. The best game of the round could be the last, and not because Fremantle or Sydney play the best ball in the league. Jack Cranstoun and Jack Murnane have a long and storied history. Raised in the same orphanage, they both escaped to co-found a circus and self-fund their own educations. From there, history would have them part ways. Dr. Murnane's research was the focus of his life, and he sacrificed so much for his work that he would be labeled a crackpot and recluse by many. Finally, a route to vindication was laid out, and the Red Doctor was holding the ticket. He had amassed a portfolio of cures for many of the diseases that plague mankind. Jack Murnane claimed to have conclusively proved an efficacious definitive treatment for HIV, influenza, and scurvy, among others. News outlets clamored to interview the man who had altruistically devoted years of his life to giving others a better chance at their own. But something went wrong, and things get foggy. Prosecutors are still gathering evidence, so it's unethical for us to speculate further. But one thing is apparent. These cures aren't public domain, and Jack's net wealth has increased exponentially in the meantime. It would be incendiary to paint a portrait of the characters that Jack Murnane keeps company with, as many could be described as deep state elite assets from a certain point of view. We know little about these war criminals, but we do know a lot about Jack Cranstoun. His honor and triumphs are well known throughout league lore, as much as his imprudence. JC bleeds purple. He is a Fremantle man through and through. He's got the merch, he knows the names, he's on the team. His loyalty draws him to every home game like a siren song, and his generosity drives him to bring his closest companions along with him. Tempers have been high, but this could be the key to reconciliation. Will Jack bring Jack to the game?